With that, don't know what's up with the light either. Can we get a little brighter? Hello there. I am perfectly on time today because I've spent the last 3 hours making McDonald's, essentially. Let me get the chat up, see who's in and what you're all saying. But what did you have for dinner? If you have had dinner, if not, what you're planning. McDonald's have a new few burgers from around the world. They've got a Pineapple McCrispy. They also have, what do they have? I can't remember now. Pineapple McCrispy. They have a maple bacon burger, and they also have some mix and match fries, which remind me of the shaker fries. Remind me of the shaker wedges I had over in Spain. So made that for dinner. Oh, the wedges were even better than the original. And who knew? Pineapple went with chicken burgers. Maple syrup and bacon seems like a no-brainer. But pineapple in a burger? Where do we stand on that? Let me know in the chat. Pineapple on pizza is one thing. Pineapple in a burger, even though I like it, doesn't seem right. Doesn't seem right. Today we're going to build Santa, as most of you probably know. But we're also going to do, I want to get onto a Visions mock from the 3rd volume. There we are. There's chat. Hello there, Moonshoes. Hello there, Grievous Vaughn. Hello there, hello there. One. Hello there all. And if you missed out on a stream earlier in the month, we've already built a Bugs Bunny Jackson, inspired by the Jackson of Rebuild the Galaxy. And hopefully that's not too bad. We use Santa as a template. So here is the Jackson Bugs Bunny. We're getting a Bugs Bunny in the new year. Won't look like this because they're using the Gungan shields for the eyes. But wouldn't look too far off. Look away. I'm gonna behead him. Let's get to the build table. There we go. Bugs has lost his head. But today I want to turn Jackson into Santa Claus. I think it's about time. This is the final stream of I know him. Elf. We've got the Santa Clauses as well. They're classic movies. So many Christmas movies. Home Alone that we're going to get around to watching throughout November in the build up to Christmas. But we're going to turn Jackson into Santa Claus. We'll get onto Visions later on. That's a whole nother project. And I feel like it should be fairly easy, but something that I haven't seen anyone doing, a roast dinner. Awesome. Is the Sunday? No, it isn't. It's Monday, isn't it? Monday roast works as well. Maple bacon burger, shaker fries. Oh, the pretzel McFlurry. Should have done that for dessert. That'd have been a good idea. Pineapple on burger is OP. It was so good. It was so good. You've been getting your Mandalorian costume ready for Halloween? I had a heart attack earlier because I've pieced together a really nice costume for Halloween. You'll see it in, actually, I think the video is coming out same day on Halloween. Yes, you'll see it in the Halloween video. Stay tuned for that. Plenty of shorts on it as well. And I lost the top. Thankfully, my partner had one that I could borrow for it. But I don't know where my top's gone. Might have got rid of it. You got to address the Lego DeLorean. Okay. If they gave Marty the Han Solo new hairpiece, it probably would be your favourite set. That's a good call, actually. What piece does Marty have? Oh, I have it open in a new tab. Nope, new window. What hairpiece does Marty... Oh, the standard. Oh, Lego standard. I tell you what, how you're feeling about Marty's hairpiece is how I felt about the old Black Widow hairpiece. Wonder Woman's got the crown. Who else? Loads of characters use it. I bet if I looked at my Lego Star Wars minifigures, I would find a few figures. Come on, where are they? There's definitely a few, but it's the hairpiece that has the hair coming down one side. I don't know who uses that in Star Wars. Wearing it right now. What's it made out of? The Mando costume. Because I've wanted to get into, and I haven't done it this year, but I want to get into foam sculpting. Let's start work on this. The first thing we'll do is probably the legs. Get some black boots instead of the white ones. I think that's a like-for-like change. But I do want to get into foam sculpting and making some like foam gear, the shoulder pads and everything. It seems so easy, and that's what makes me think it's going to be really hard. I don't know how easy it actually is. If any of you have experience, I would love to know. Just need to make the armor. Love the look of the new chest piece in the Minecraft sets. Oh, the 2x2. That's a good element. Yeah. I do like the idea of Marty having, especially... We'll have to put McFly because every other Marty isn't. Especially in Back to the Future. Is that where he has the gilet? It does part... It's 50-50. It's similar to Alec Guinness's hair. It works having a grey version of that hairpiece compared to the flattened one. But a lot of these images here does have the hair sort of parted in the middle. I think it's scene dependent. It would have been nice to have had both of them. We needed both. Minecraft have got some bangers of a set. They usually do, to be fair. Minecraft always seem to come out. And the thing is, I don't know if this still holds up. It's been a while since that video came out. But when we had a little look at set prices, like a year ago, maybe even more than a year ago, Minecraft come out cheapest. Especially for us in the UK, who have it cheaper than anyone else. Not only is Minecraft, you know, cheap, the cheapest theme, but in the UK it's cheaper than Europe and America. So, gotta love that, here in the UK at least. Probably wouldn't love it elsewhere. Knowing you could get it cheaper. Not worth shipping though, it's not that cheap. We're talking cents. Pennies and cents. Oh. Let's get 2 of those. The face is overused. Whose face does Marty have? Already had a shot ball, helmet, saber, and Grogu. Oh, you're going for the Mando. Awesome. I like the look of the Mando, but in the movie, I think this is something true a lot with a lot of Disney movies now. You see, even with Grogu switching out of the pod and stuff, it is a way to sell more merch, and companies lean into it now more than ever. But I rewatched the Mando ahead of, well, I rewatched it ahead of the movie coming out, but we finished it weeks ago. And I noticed right at the start, he has paint on his armor, but it's alloy. It's not pure Beskar. It's a Beskar alloy. We don't even know if his armor now is a pure Beskar armor. We just know it's more Beskar than it was. And he says about starting afresh, starting anew, which means he'd have to paint it again. Din Djarin obviously painted his armor how he wanted it, customized it a little bit, and in The Mandalorian didn't have time to stop. Now there's going to be a little break between this movie, but I assume The Mandalorian and Grogu movie is going to build up to something big, and then we're going to be let down with a resolution, something being resolved. And in the time after the movie, maybe even by the end of the movie, I have to wonder if Din's going to paint his armor again, like he did originally. Whether he likes the pure Beskar, whether that will be a symbol now of this Mando, or if he's going to switch up and paint it. And I have a sneaky suspicion that he is probably going to paint it down the road. I don't know how long. I just have a feeling. Maybe it's not the right feeling, but maybe he will. £8 Minecraft set. Oh yes, that is something to talk about. I love the, I think it's $8.99. I love the cheap sets. For that and Marvel as well. I was tempted to get the Sandman set. There's a Toby Spider-Man taking on a Sandman, but the Sandman is brick built. No Sandman minifigure. I don't know if it's a £9 or a £12 set, but it's one of the cheaper sets and it's brick built. Oh, I want the minifigure. The nice Sandman minifigure would have gone so well in my collection. But maybe next time. Oh, this is going to be quite complicated. I think we're going to have to swap out bugs for the bricks. 1x2s, 1x3s, 1x4s. Get them all out. You believe the biggest Minecraft January set is less than 80? I think it's the £60 Fox. I think it is. $59.99, so technically less than £60 as well. Depending on your region, I think it's like an extra £5 for for America and Europe. Your son has the helmet and dark saber. A little late to start the rest of the costume. Yeah, just a little bit. I prepped mine this year, even though it's a fairly straightforward costume. I don't think I've needed to build much. Bit of painting, not much like sewing or anything. But I've had mine prepped for a while now, just because I don't want to leave anything till last minute. £20 Speed Champions and £8 Minecraft. Yeah, it does sound good. I mean, Speed Champions, could they be a little cheaper? I don't think the Time Machine could. Maybe McQueen could have been like an £18 set, given that a lot of sets are only expensive because of their minifigures. And I feel like Queen not coming with Owen Wilson. My heart was set on an Owen Wilson minifigure. Plus new fox head. I didn't notice that. My partner pointed it out to me. I noticed the rabbit and the chest. Had no idea about the new fox head. It's not different enough for me to see. I need to see a side by side. So when I get my hands on it, which I will, I forgot which side the door was. It's on the door. At the minute, I got the Star Wars Battle Pack, the Sonic. Oh, Sonic's cheap car as well. I'm intrigued to see what the Sonic Raceway sets are. I never played the game, but it's been on my list. It's one of those games I always say I'm going to play, never get round to. Maybe I will. Maybe the Lego set is the perfect excuse. And that goes out one. But hold on. Isn't that just a 1x4 on the side? Yeah. There's a 1x4. Owen Wilson minifigure. Wow. Wow. It's an Owen Wilson minifigure. Wow. It would be so cool. 1x4, 1x4, 1x... Oh, all 1x4s. I'm going to need some more 1x4s. Where we find out how many bricks I actually have in each colour. 1x4. We can do the bottom base 1x... No, that doesn't work. What if... Oh! Duh, there we go. And then plates and snot bricks, and that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Let's settle with some 1x4s. 4, 4, and then more 4s all the way up. Yeah. Swap some out for 2s, 3s, corners. Ooh. I hope I got a corner brick. That's not 1x2s. Might need to find a few more. Wow. The hidden talent doing the wow well. Ka-chow. Wow. Ka-chow. Wow. Ka-chow. Sorry for your pieces today. Have a question. You want to make a trapdoor, but don't know what to use. For a Minecraft trapdoor, oh, because you'd want something like panel thin, wouldn't you? There is one element. It would be hard to include in some scenarios, but come on, out you come. This would make a perfect trapdoor. The only problem being you couldn't include anything on top or below. Let's use some colours so they show up better. I know we have troubles with black. This element here. It's thin enough to be a trapdoor. All you'd have to do is find like a brown one and maybe get a decal of the trapdoor. But Lego could print them in the future. And then trapdoor up, trapdoor down. There just need to be... Maybe we get a specialised brick that would also work with it. They just need to be on the edge of something. Well, not a bad trapdoor. I don't know what element number that is. But Lego might even call it a trapdoor themselves. Steak in the chat. Snot bricks next. I don't think I have any tall snot bricks. Ooh, maybe we need more 1x4s. I think we can't use 1x6s really. I think that would be perfect. One. Yeah, we get 1x1. And then we have a few of those. So for Santa's chest, obviously the Lego set uses a printed parts. I want to try and remove the printed parts. And like we did with Jackson, the torso is brick built. So that's a brick built torso, no decals on it. Same that we did with Captain Rex as well, who I'm not sure if Captain Rex guys will be making it to New Year. I really, within the next month, I'll see what else I'm building, but I want to sneak in a slightly smaller upscaled clone for the ATST. Get a Phase 1 clone trooper on it. That's going to look amazing. But that would require breaking down Captain Rex. Maybe keeping the helmet till New Year. Make it last 2 years. But yeah, I really want to do a Phase 1 clone. I think that would be fun. What else do we have? The corner bricks. That's what I was looking for. I don't actually know where my 2x2s are. Oh, I have. No. Oh, here they are. I have a little idea. But we need it in black. Oh, so close. So close. I've got some corner bricks, but they're the angled ones. Come on, show me the non-angled ones. Is this angled? Our survey says, yeah, no, it's not, but yes. You want working Lego pistons in sets with the new smart brick? They test with it. Ooh. We've got, yeah, the pistons would work great for Minecraft. They'd be able to do it with 3D printed elements similar to the train. I assume that's what that's building up for. We've spent the best of actually just over a decade with the whole paper bags. So it's been a decade of 3D printed elements. At least it's coming up to it. But I don't think we'll get elements like it in maybe the odd Christmas special. And like Lunar New Year. I sense Lunar New Year in the next couple of years will have a similar ordeal. But I think for Minecraft, we might be looking to 2030. 2030 might have some working 3D printed pistons. But in the meantime, Lego can create some more complicated piston mechanics. If they want to create the little pistons, they're going to have to come up with a mechanic that works and works over time as well. They should really be putting out more bricks, and we need like Lego ideas, but for parts. So someone could put forward a piston design, and rather than it reaching 10,000 votes, it just has to reach. Honestly, for fan designs, I'd be less lenient. I think 10 years. If the brick stands up to 10 years of play, then I think it gets greenlit. That'd be awesome. Getting your part design greenlit, like people submitting pistons, people submitting all sorts of things with the new smart brick. Anything that makes a light or a sound could be submitted. Want your Death Star laser to be fully operational, then it's worth 1,000. That would be cool with a smart brick. And the thing is, Lego, I don't think Lego would sell accessory packs because they've got into, nothing against their mindset, but they've got into trouble for selling incomplete sets, and they're really testing the waters right now with the gift with purchases. The Death Star, not including the TIE hanger. You had to get the gift with purchase to be able to hang the TIE fighter. It feels like the Death Star is a little incomplete. The Goonies attic. The Goonies attic is an amazing gift with purchase, similar to the Nazgul for the Lord of the Rings. But it comes with a Goonies plaque that if you want to display with the set, you're going to have to get the gift with purchase. I think that one's really edging up to the line. Obviously not everyone's going to be too fussed about a printed plaque, but yeah, Lego have got in trouble with them before. incomplete sets and that sort of thing. So they've got to be careful. They've got to be careful. That's what I'm saying. I'm not going to do anything, but yeah, they've had lawsuits, especially around CMFs, and including Mr. Gold in them. That was a whole debacle back in the day, weren't it? We need an order on build. Yeah, the gift with purchase is just a few green and brown bricks. How easy does this slide? Not as hard as I thought it would. Where did you come from? Aha. Must be there. And that's far away. There. Was that in front? In front. And then opposite. Right. Wait, hold on. Almost missed it. Order on would be awesome to get. We need an order on build. We don't have, I mean, I say we don't have much from order on. Outside of quite a bit in Legends, I don't think we've seen much. Oh, does Santa have his jacket on or off? I don't think he has a jacket. Whoa. Is his jacket done up? Because yeah, it sort of comes around. We could drop it down over the legs. I think I'll switch those out for red slopes. And then if we do want to add a little design, we can look at that later. If we have enough red slopes. Hide them behind the webcam. Oh, you don't belong in there? No, not a lot of slopes. Ooh. What we can do... Wait, did I just put them all in the yellow side? Oh, of course I did. Now that you think of it, what about a remake of the light brick? I'm waiting for the announcement of a light brick Luke Landspeeder. What about... Oh, hold on. You might be onto saying, what about a big light brick? Because Lego have done a lot of logos, and sure, it won't be popular long term. I think perfect. I think a big brick built light brick would actually be quite fun to see. That could be cool. Tinks isn't a bot. Tinks is moderator and my fiance as well. So you best respect the moderators. Oh, this is not the easiest. I'll say it once, I'll say it again, and I've said it a million times before. Slopes need an indent. Slopes need an indent to be able to remove them. Otherwise, there's just no chance, is there? It's like impossible to remove. Am I doing this? No, the wrong way. All right. As long as there's slopes at the front, it will be fairly covered. I think this is the perfect amount. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Oh, we've only removed 4. Oh, we might need to find another one then. I think we might need 5. Thank you. Yeah, there are a few badges that you'll notice. Spanner is the moderator, and the studs are members. Members do have studs. Let's put the yellow in the yellow side. Not that it matters much. We just filled it with other red pieces. How many? One. Oh, there's a 1 by 2. That's perfect. I didn't think of checking that. Looking for 2 by 2 slopes. Look, there's one. Oh, there's one. That solves our missing one. I think I've also used a few of them on the arms. We'll not mess with the arms today. As long as we've got white gloves. Yeah. Jackson and Santa both have white gloves. Maybe they go to the same glove shop. It's crazy how quickly you can turn something from Jackson, well, Lego. How quickly you can turn Lego from looking like Jackson to looking like Santa Claus. Two characters that just, besides their main red theme, don't look anything alike. Right, we'll have to pop the whole thing off because we need to move that double one forward at least that double one forward. Just like that. And then on the inside, I think we have a 5x3. Not anymore. Yeah. 5x3 fully tiled off with black tiles. And Lego also tile off the bottom of the foot. I didn't do it with Rex. I want to see how close that can come. If it doesn't look great untiled, we will tile it off. But I want to see exactly how it looks first. Grab these. We do have plenty of lurkers in these streams. Shout out to you lurkers. Don't worry, not everyone has to chat. I am here to entertain. Oh, by entertain, I mean look for the same piece for a couple of minutes. Because I don't think we have another 2x3. A lot of 2x2s though. Let's see. Also, with the new YouTube rule, shout out to anyone that watches these streams on a TV. I know there are a handful of you, and you're no longer classed as a viewer. I don't know why. I don't know why that is. Google hasn't told us anymore. That's all we've got. The ad blocker makes sense, but yeah, it confuses me why TV views aren't counted as views anymore. Because they still make, I mean, let me get up the stat. What percentage of views are TV viewers? It's a big percentage. Like it's not a point of a percentage. Can't remember. Ah, there we go. Down to TV. How? Where is it? No, not formats. Device type. There we go. So in the last 28 days, nearly 20% of you watch on a TV. I thought it was a lot closer to 10. Oh, wow. 0.2% off. We just need like a handful more TV viewers. Wow, so that's 20% of the views we're no longer getting on the channel. Well, I do want to reiterate, I'm still getting paid for watching ads. So, you know, monetarily, still doing well. And actually, statistically, my videos are performing a lot better because they're not counting the views, but watch time still very much counts. But that's 20% of you guys that aren't being counted, aren't registering as views. And it does not make sense as to why YouTube would do that. I don't know if part of blocking out ad block, TVs won't be able to communicate with YouTube the same way phones will, and the same way like other devices will, other smart devices will. Maybe TV apps still count. I don't know. I will have to look into this a lot more. But the fact that face value TV viewers don't count, that's harsh. That is rough. Hopefully they fix that up by the new year, but it will probably take a few months. Crazy, 20% though. I didn't realize it was that big. I know most of you are watching on a mobile. But 20% is nuts. It's our second biggest audience after. There are more. That's crazy. There are more people watching. Where'd the stat go? There are more people watching on a TV than on a computer. What? Nightbot is a bot. I can confirm that. Started working on what your Mando costume will look like in Lego. I'm so tempted to show it off. I have done minifigure me as my Halloween costume. It's a minifigure, not really brick built. I should brick build one as well. Maybe next year I'll build an upscaled me. Or a downscaled me, an upscaled minifigure. What was next? Oh, computer was next. Computer's on 16%. And then tablets just under 10. Wow, 20%. None of you are watching from anything else though, which is good because I think that used to be what Adblock went under. I guess YouTube wouldn't know. They've blocked it out. 20%. All right, there's not another 2x3. We'll make our own 2x3. That one needs cleaning. That one's got a bit of sticker left on it. All right, where? There it is. Clean that up. Just made a 330-second bomb squad and riot trooper. I'm going to have to make so many colors. I mean, dependent how the new ones look in January, I've already got a few of the older battle packs. I think I picked up 2 of them recently, and I picked up one when it came out. I must have at least 3-4 of them. I've lost where my cloth goes. I must have at least 3-4 of them. So I'll have to make some custom troopers. I think we mixed them up with the 501st, didn't we? So we've got like a heavy and officer specialist. Jedi Wolverine. Have you heard about the Venomized Wolverine in the new year? I was instantly, I'm going to get that set because I love X-Men, love Spider-Man. Venomized Wolverine sounds cool. Until we got more rumors about what set it's going to come with. Spider-Man's car. Do we need another Spider-Man's car in Lego? I want to pick up Venomized Wolverine. Venomized Wolverine might be on the Spider-Man magazine as well. That would be very welcome. But do I want Spider-Man's car? It's feeling like Luke's Landspeeder, but for Marvel. I don't want Spider-Man's car. I don't, but I do want Venomized Wolverine. So I'm stuck at this impasse of, do I pick up the car for Wolverine or do I try and... I might grab the minifigure separately if it's that good. I might have to do it. Keep going back to the Big Scout Interceptor video. And for some reason, the large cockpit piece really doesn't make the ship look as big as it is. Some of the cockpits, yeah, they do them dirty, don't they? Started, yes. A little sig fig, yeah. Yeah, I've done a sig fig for my Halloween costume, which I'll reveal in due time. Only a few days left. And we will also be going live on Thursday. We don't normally go live on Thursday. There's quite a crowd on Thursdays. Surprises me. Shout out to the Thursday crowd. We've got a game night stream before Halloween, because Halloween night I am busy. So definitely be playing some Ewok Hunt. And I might throw in a few different games, depends how long the stream can be, but I've also heard that repos come to Fortnite. I forgot about that. I'm gonna have to check that out. I don't know if I'll stream it. I tend not to for things like Fortnite, but I'll definitely give it. If I don't play it, I'll watch someone else play it, because Fall Guys was fun, especially the little section they had on the map. Don't know how they made that work. Oh, seen a few other stats. Haven't heard of it. No. Yeah, that's the point. Spider-Man can just, whereas Wolverine could have had a bike. And I don't think Wolverine's rumored to get a bike. We've got a cheap Ghost Rider bike, which is like a £10, cheaper than £20. I don't know how cheap that is now. That is a cheaper set. And that should come with a new Ghost Rider minifigure with the hairpiece. Oh, that's a gap. That's a big gap. That looks like a plate, then a tile. Oh, because I put the plate... Oh, that needs to be shorter. Do we have another 1x2? Oh, look, we've got enough 1x2 plates. Let's make a brick out of these. What day is the game stream? That will be on Thursday. Same time as this one. I'll schedule it tonight because otherwise I'm going to forget. If I don't have it scheduled within like the hour after the stream, just I'd say bug me, but if I'm not scheduling the stream, I'm not going to be active enough to see it. You're going to have to wait patiently if I forget, but I'll try not to forget. And that'll be 7 p.m. BST. On Thursday, we'll be playing Ewok Hunt in the dark. And I have a costume, not my Halloween costume, but I have a costume prepared for that as well. After all, it's Halloween. Quite a few costumes this year, indirectly. There's a main one, and then there's a few little fun ones around. So, who knows, next year? So a Halloween advent of costumes. My cosplay era. I've started my cosplay era. I'm going to become the Lego minifigure. I'm mimicking on this boot what I did with the white one. Oh, wait. Oh, yes. The snot brick fits underneath. I've just put it back in the drawer. There you go. The snot brick fits underneath to support the edge. And then, because these snot bricks are only 2 plates tall, we get some cheese slopes. All right, that's nice. What time did this stream start? Yes, nearly 40 minutes ago. Hello there. Welcome back. Ewok Hunt is still one of these scary, just embodying that trooper out in the middle of nowhere, being attacked by Ewoks. Where did this 1x2 go? Because these are both plates, aren't they? That's the 1x3. Then there would have been a 1x4 and a 1x2. Oh, it's still up there. Confuse me. And then that's a 1x3. What if... No, that doesn't work either. Yeah, either way, we're going to need the 1x2 plates. Okie dokes. That sets it 1 high. And then we just need to tile off the bottom. 6, 6. Ooh. We do like a 4-1 maybe. That's better than a 3-2. I don't know how many 3-2s we have. Because the 4 and the 1 will be hidden under the side of the leg. So we're not going to notice that. Tend to finish about 10, yeah. Might finish early on Thursday. I'm unsure yet. But I try to keep these streams as close to 3 hours. This Santa I don't think is going to take the full stream. We've been doing it for 40 minutes and we've almost already done the legs. We only need to change the pattern on the torso. So I've got a few things planned. But I do like the 3-hour sweet spot. There's one boot. Now let's fix the other one. Oh. Almost without any break-ins. Although we still got a few parts loose on here. It could have been. You think ARC Troopers need jetpacks and personalized jetpacks as well? I want to see some unique Star Wars looking jetpacks. Not just the typical Boba Fett. It's a good piece. It's a very good piece to have lasted so long. But like with the not the Clone Commandos, the Mando Commandos, we do need some unique elements. just to look that much better. Oh, hold on. We got 2 1x1s in this one. And this is where, oh no, that's more like it. One, and done. Now we've just got to check if these boots go on. Oh, I forgot the tiles. An ARC Trooper, like a ARC Trooper with a Phase 1 battle pack would go so nicely together. Because I think people want more of both of them. Building a Alien Conquest at 11. Nice! Oh, perfect time for this stream. Gives people an hour break between. Not bad, not bad. Where did I put the other side of the leg? Or did I not? Oh. And then we'll get rid of these as well. Oh. I don't think we need any black for Santa's belly. Might be mistaken. Where did I put the drawers? Did I put it back? No. Oh, hold on. I put it back in the wrong... I swapped the 1x bricks and the 2x brick drawers. So confusing. Santa does have the white line across the belly. I'm happy for that. Let's get the legs on. Oh, look at that. So clean. So clean. No offense to Jackson. Santa doesn't have any of this belt. So we'll replace that maybe with another 1x3. Get the yellow tiles off at once. There is a black line and a button. Oh, do I have a round 1x1 in that colour? We all know how colourblind I am, so I just want you to confirm that these are the same colour. They look it, don't they? Yeah, that's blending into it. They're the same colour, right, chat? Choose a number between 10, 20 and 30. Smack down, straight down the middle. Smack down the middle, 20. Go on then. If we get a proper turbo tank, I think it should be a similar size to the 05 version and update the figs for that set. I would like to see a few updated figures. It's looking good for that sort of scenario because usually Lego will go, oh no, we're not going to do the same set twice. Luke's land speeder. But next year, Ninjago's getting... Is it Cole's car? That seems to be just a remake of a classic set. And the sorting hat with McGonagall, Harry Potter and that is said to be, at least to resemble, if not be a remake of one of the first Harry Potter sets with the little spinner in the middle and all. So we could maybe, we've just celebrated 25 years of Star Wars, of Lego Star Wars. Maybe for 30 years we'd get some like real remakes of classic sets. And I think Clone Wars is the way to go. Whoa! A £20 donation from Cosmic Brick Studios. Thank you so much. Crazy. That's got to be the biggest one so far. I should have gone with 10. Thank you so much for that. Don't forget to tune into their stream an hour after this one finishes. Thank you. Thank you a lot. Crazy. That's a Lego set. That is a Lego set. Alright, we've got the button on the right. And then, should I switch that out for... Should I switch that out for a tile? We've got the belt as well. We do need a black belt. Oh, we've got the chance to do something here. AKA Owen the Lego Master, of course. Go check out the Alien Conquest builds, which are cool. I still think my favourite one was the recolored Speeder. You know, the smaller one. So simple, so good. Do it. Do it. Must be done. We don't have a collar for Santa. Because Santa has a beard. Oh, Santa has a beard. Do we give Bugs a beard? I'm going to pull off. Do I need to pull off the legs? I'm going to pull off the legs. Sorry, Bugs. I'm going to add the white to the legs, I think. Have some, maybe 2 white 1x6s. And then add the black belt to the torso. Let's get it done while I'm talking, otherwise I am going to forget. Oh, might not have a large white beard. All right. Yeah, I think we could try to mimic the Santa one as well. So it looks like Bugs just has a beard underneath his chin. If we're making Bugs look like Santa, we've got to go all the way, don't we? Oh, there's one of the 1x2s. Oh, we had 2 down here. And then I want to swap. Oh no, these would work, but because they're white, we want them in black. And then same ordeal. This is a squared off part of the torso. We could just color it all black for the belt, and then we've got the golden buckle. If we have one of those as a jumper. Oh, look at this. One of these as the jumper, and then we can get a 1x1 squared off. 1x1 squared off black tile. I'm trying to picture it here. Just like that. And then we need 1x5s. 1x5s. Oh, 1x5s don't exist. Not in tiles. The thing with the Lego one is the black belt stops early. And I want to continue it. We could do 1x4s and a 1x1. Something like that. It works. Let's do the other side. And then we could also swap the undertiles. I don't know if I do want to swap the undertiles to black or if I want them to be red. Let's have a look. We've got plenty of black snot bricks. But how many red? I stumbled across a whole pool of them under there. We can come back if we need any more. Plus, not to mention the generous donation by Owen. How many 1x4 snot bricks would that get us? How many hinges? Alright. The 1x4s, because they're right next to each other, and it's like 1 brick as opposed to the 2 bricks. You see how these white bricks, now we've removed the support, are a little not level. So the 1x4 has a gap and is a bit wonky. These bricks will stop any wonkiness from going on. Oh, normally we don't mind it, but for this specific Lego set, we don't want any bricks getting their own mind and running off. There we are. Finishing Bugs's belt. What am I missing? Oh, the 1x4. And then the bottom of the coat sticks out over the legs. If any of you have worn a big fluffy coat, you'll know exactly what I mean. But now, let's give Bugs. What's going on the oh no, on the outside. If any of you didn't see the Jackson video, we do have an interior with a green brick that is powering this entire costume. But I might try and fit Sandy Claus in there. The Sandy Claus Bugs Bunny mech For the beard, I'm going to use a few more wedges. We've got almost like a 45-degree angle down to then four studs in the middle. So if we could have a 3x3 wedge in white, 3x3 would be perfect. Anything close would be really good still. This might not be where my 3x3s are. Oh no, it is. Well then I might not have any in white. Ooh. See what we can find. That's too sharp. There needs to be a better way for sorting these sort of wedges. What do we have originally? 1x3s. 1x3s! And that is, I guess we're giving Santa more of a goatee. The beard can come in and then stick out. Hate big fluffy coats, much prefer raincoats. I'm with you there. I think big fluffy coats are quite a bit to handle. And make quite a mess as well. If we add this, we can add a 2x3 over the top. Two 2x3s or one of these. I guess he's having a bit more of a goatee here. And then we could slope up the sides. I know we've got a few of those hanging around. That'll hold that in. Maybe, just maybe, have a 2x2 wedge over the top, because we can still fit a tile underneath. Like so. Does it go all the way? No, not quite all the way. 1x4. We're going to run out of 1x4s by the end. Like that. And then the button does have a little like mark for the belly. If we can get a hot dog and a red clip, like a burnt hot dog. I know I have one in black, but oh, it's not in use. Oh, we just need the red clip. That's like the little belly mark, which is quite a common Santa trait. The bowl full of jelly, as the carolers say. Didn't realise Santa liked jelly. Thought it was cookies and milk. Who's my favourite YouTuber other than me? Oh, that's a good question. Statistically, I don't know. I don't know who is my favourite. I jump around a lot as well. I'm not as loyal as some of yous are. There we go. Bowl full of jelly. Should have a little look. Who am I subscribed to? It'd have to be one of those, and it can't be my fiance either. She does have a makeup account if anyone's interested. Let's have a little look. Where do I find subscriptions? It says so, and it's not Star Wars. Oh, okay. I'll tell you who's just posted. Let me make sure. There's so many good ones though. And there are 1 or 2 Lego ones at 3, 4, 5, 6. There's a few Lego ones in there. If I had to pick one, it would probably be Adam Savage. I think I watch more Adam Savage videos than anyone else because it's so random. So random what he's building, and I like to think that's the equivalent of like non-Lego for some of the mocks that we do as a community. What Adam Savage does with everything, we do with Lego. Yeah, Adam Savage will probably be the most watched. He's the one that shows up top. But I also think that's because he's uploaded the most recently. A few hours ago. And from Wednesday. YouTube hit y'all with an advert. They're really pushing premium, aren't they? Adam Savage is probably my favourite YouTuber. Though, could you call Adam Savage a YouTuber? Because that is technically a secondary job. It's more like advertising. A few companies like employ their skills. Adam is savage. Some of the stuff I watched recently, the speaker system. And actually there was a Lego video. He upscaled, or he got sent an upscaled, there you go, a giant Lego space shuttle. Oh, the music station was actually quite a bit old. Oh, typewriter. Can't be a typewriter. Yeah, the upscaled Lego space shuttle was so satisfying to watch. I'm definitely going to upscale a few builds next year. Has to be done. Has to be done. What else can we add to the beard here? Maybe we build it up towards the chin. We add some beardy parts at the top. What do we think? We could also just straight up swap the slopes out for white slopes. That might work. Might work better than a few of these measly little slopes. I don't know, there's something about that. There's something about that that's quite comical. Is that... oh, that fits. No, I don't like that. We'll undo that one. Maybe even push the beard one further up. I don't know, I kind of originally wanted it to look like Bugs Bunny was wearing a beard around his neck, like a fake beard. But now I'm liking filling it in. It's in a race to 100 subs with 2 others. Oh, good luck. Let the race, I guess it's commenced already. Let the best tuber win. Alright. Can't use you. But we could round it off like that. Ooh. Let's get some bigger slopes. Want some bigger white slopes. Like what? Oh, yes. 1x4s. I don't want to restrict Bugs' head. So I feel like the beard can't be connected. That is something about the Santa Claus head. It does stop it from being able, the beard does stop it from being able to turn. Could we get one stud up? But yep, Bugs' head still turns. That means so much for the parts around it. Because if Bugs' head can turn with that, then we can get more slopes at the bottom. And what, like a 1x4? Here's one that removed that one. Here's one that I didn't remove earlier. I don't want these end cheese slopes, not cheese slopes, rounded slopes to blend in. And for security, we can add a right angle on it as well. Oh, that don't look bad. We've given Bugs a little Santy beard. Where's the other drawer? The other day after I stopped streaming, after I went live Saturday, I lost one of the drawers and I don't remember where I found it. It was probably like on the mouse mat. Tends to be where it's hidden. We need to add some like snow to the ears. Or I'm really excited to see what the official Bugs Bunny Lego set is going to look like. Because at the minute we only know about the eyes through a parts leak. We don't know about anything else. We don't even know really how big it's going to be. I don't think it will be this size, maybe slightly smaller than it. But let's get Santa Bugs completed. I'm happy we switched up the legs and had the coat all the way down. It does look a bit bigger. And I don't think we're going to get it on the little cam. Let's switch to big. There we go. Santa Claus Bugs Bunny. I'm going to have to hide this for the next couple of videos. It's not Christmas yet, but it's not far off. It's sneaking up on us. And the first decoration, look, such distinguished Bugs Bunny right here. I really like the detail we've got with the bricks. It actually turned out really, really nice. There we go. There's a close-up at that torso. Just shows what Lego could do instead of printed parts. The problem with this as a Lego set is it just wouldn't sell. It wouldn't sell as much because of the fact it's got no exclusive pieces. All of these elements are elements you can find at home. Well, you know, at home. You can find online through second parties. Maybe not everyone has all these parts ready to go. Do I have to stud down bugs through the middle? Is that how it goes? Yeah. That looks all right. Maybe there is something to the core of this, but bugs will now be put on display where Jackson was. And we can continue with the next build. Look at that. Up there with Captain Rex. Santa Bugs Bunny. That's pretty cool. I like the beard. I'm happy you said to keep the beard. Let's get on the next build. So, Visions comes out in less than 48 hours. Actually, just over 24 hours. I think it does come out midnight here in the UK. Might be a bit later, but it's about 28 to 36 hours time till Visions Volume 3. And I thought we could build the Visions mech using every single mech that's come so far. So my plan for the next segment is to build the X-Wing torso to have, whilst we're not building, the X-Wing torso, then the Trooper left arm, which is the arm that they have the droid on in Visions. Can't wait to see that episode. Maul and Vader's legs, they should work with boots. And then if Boba's right arm has the sort of glove, and then we'll piece together the minifigure as well. I feel like the minifigure might be the easiest to do actually. Do I have the Luke laying around that I would need? Actually, we could use Rey. Let's do the minifigures. So for the minifigure from Visions, we're starting off, let's see how many minifigures we can get to. We're starting off with white legs and grey boots. Then the torso we want is a stormtrooper. Yes. My minifigure display, of course. Can I show this? Can I show this on stream? Can I? Yes! The video came out earlier. The minifigure display, if you haven't seen it, look how cool that is. I'm not going to enlarge it. You can check out the full video afterwards. But let's take this guy. This guy's the chosen one. Some stormtrooper armor for the chest plate. Look at all those minifigures. So good. Just need one for my battle droids because they don't fit like minifigures. You can't attach those to base plates. We're going to want some plain arms. Rey, perfect character. I was going to do the training Luke. Keep it original trilogy. But that one will work as well. We've also got... I don't know what head. I don't know what minifigure head we'll use. And we're also going to want some grey hands. Who do we have with grey? Oh, 2 grey hands here. Don't mind if I do. I think for the head, Leia's head tends to be one of the most common headpieces used. It's either Leia's or Jin's. Jin's is sneaking up. but we're going to steal layers. And then let's grab an X-Wing Luke helmet. Let's grab a Snowspeeder Luke helmet. This one. The Snow Trooper with the Hoth Luke face and grey boots, alongside light bluish grey hands. That would have worked as well. Easy piecing together this minifigure. The episode this is from is right at the end of the trailer, where there's someone like flying. I can't even remember the situation. I think they're flying on top of a droid, and then the droid transforms into an X-Wing mech for the character. Shame that the X-Wing mech is retiring. If it hasn't already, by the time this stream's up, it is retiring very soon. And it would have been nice to have got maybe one vision set, if not a CMF. How cool would have that been? One vision set. We could also add a white neckcloth to this minifigure. Let's see if I have a white neckcloth. It'd be in a bag of accessories. Do I have my accessory bag? Yes. If not a white one, maybe a grey one, because there is the bottom of the trooper helmet, which we don't have as a separate element. Might have been the fix to the Stormtrooper helmet, including the bottom as a neck bracket, similar to the Vader mask. The bottom of the helmet separate to the top. Let's see. We're looking for a white neck bracket and hoping that it fits around the helmet. Or this. Ooh. That would work. This is one of the breathing masks. We've used a darker version from the aimbots in Marvel for Kenobi and Qui-Gon in Phantom Menace when they go to the hidden city. This is a hidden city. But I don't think I have a white, like a neck scarf, any element that resembles this in white. It might not exist in white, but we got the choice between light grey, like a gunmetal grey, could even use the Vader helmet piece. I think that's a bit too Dark Lord of the Sith. Or we've got the we've got the headphones. For the Stormtroopers, that bottom bit is white with some, I think it's like black accents. I don't think it's dark grey. I think it is black, judging by my clone trooper. So light grey would be the nice balance. Mostly white, a little bit of black. That's how we make light grey. But I don't think there is a better element. We could also give our character, just to hide the bottom of layers, printed gilet and the top of the belt. We could give our character a utility belt. We've got between black, brown. And I know I have a few of these on figures. Like one of my Batmans is wearing a utility belt. There's another yellow one. I don't think yellow's our colour though. That's a proper Batman one. Thank you, Vaughn. It has been a great day so far. Well, I say so far. It's only going to get better. But yes, hopefully everyone's having a good day, or at least you can relax, watch this stream, and your day will get better. That's not me saying your day will get better by watching this stream, but it might. I think grey, and because we've gone with a grey, I feel like this character is quite hopeful. It's not a dark side character. We want to get rid of as many black tones as we can. And that's why a lot of rebels will wear tan suits, will wear brown suits. Because it's dark, it's ruffled up, and it can be dirtied quite easily. But it's not dark side. It's not blacks, it's not dark grey. It's brown. What's the furthest? The furthest side. Is it that way? As long as it covers most of it, yeah. And let's see if the neck bracket fits. Sometimes it's easier to put these on minifigure heads and then slide them in. Oh, it fits. Wait, that's going to open the door to so many other mocks. Can I get a focus on that? Can I get a focus? We do have auto focus. Oh, it's done it. It's done it. Here's the character. Sometimes you just got to nag the computer. Here's the Visions character with the bottom trooper mask, the top of a rebel pilot, stormtrooper chest mainly for that back element, and then the grey boots, the clear arms, and the grey gloves to match. Quite like that. Quite like that. Use the plain phase 2 legs for your Vaughn fig because when you saw a pic of Vaughn, there was no blue. Oh, not that Vaughn. I want the Clone Wars Vaughn. Sometimes I forget Google isn't inherently... Oh yeah, there is no blue. Is there any blue on the action figure? No, there doesn't seem to be blue. Oh, there might... Is there like a blue undersuit on the action figure? There's not as much blue as the 501st though. I don't know, why are these images rendering so tiny? How much blue do Lego have a lot of blue. It's similar to the amount of blue under Captain Rex's kneecaps. And there's no blue under Captain Rex's kneecaps. Are there any blue? Oh no, that's a fan edit. I was going to say there's no blue under there. Yeah, there's not a lot of blue. But then again, I think the 332nd don't have a lot of blue under their legs. Ooh. Maybe they're just the images that I'm seeing. Now we've got the minifigure. We've got to get all these mechs up. So first we're going with the X-Wing torso because the suit itself does have the 4 wings on the back. And the torsos are very similar between all the mechs. So far we've got 5 Lego Star Wars mechs. For the 5 body parts of the mech, 1 torso, 1 of each arm, 1 of each leg. So that makes it easy in finding how many parts. Although January is giving us a clone shock trooper mech, and I wonder if there's anything special about it. If we get like a stormtrooper mech 2.0, don't know if that will be as popular as the last couple. Luke's mech itself didn't seem to be too popular, but it's a great design. So I don't want Lego to slip back into just giving us, regular mechs, kind of like the upscaled figures of Star Wars. I don't want any of those sort of mechs. But I wouldn't mind like a gunship mech relating to Mando. I don't think we'll see much new content with these sort of mechs. I also think it would be really cool once we've built this if we can colour swap. We're kind of kit bashing. We're getting all the mechs in one, and then I wonder if we'll be able to colour swap some of the parts to match up to the fig. Yeah, I think if you've changed Vaughn, definitely go through, change your 332nd, but with the battle packs, that could be quite expensive. At least then you'd have... Wait, wouldn't that be perfect for Phase 1 501st? Or did they just have nobody armor? Did they have the blue legs? Because they're the plain torsos. Okay, the original Battlefront games did have blue knees. If you can get your hands on a few 501st Phase 1 helmets from a custom seller, you could swap around the legs, and there you go. Maybe have some helmetless ones. Yeah, or just colour in some Phase 1 helmets, but Lego aren't giving us Phase 1 helmets. Lego are releasing a Shock Trooper in the magazine. I actually have the magazine right here. Magazine Monday coming very, very soon. Coming up on Monday, believe it or not. Yeah, I definitely think the legs would work on a Phase 1 Clone Trooper. That would look good. What else do we need? I never picked up the Luke mech as a set, but I did pick this set up secondhand because there are a few good pieces in here that if you haven't picked it up, I've seen Lego.com have it reduced to like £8. The Luke minifigure isn't the best one, but at the time of release, the piece keeping the wings on the back was exclusive to the set. I don't know if it still is. I might have a handful of them now. There was a few recolors for City that I've got. I think I've got black, brown, but only one white element. So hopefully we can find it. I'm sure we can. Just realised you were watching the stream half an hour delayed. At least you realised. That would have been fun. The stream just wouldn't end. Half an hour delayed on 0.5 speed. Potentially unlimited stream. Yes, we have built Santa. I should get Bugs out, shouldn't I? Rather than hiding him in the back. It's on the thumb now. Ooh. How's the camera not? We've just got the shadow lurking in the corner. All right, Bugs. Stay there and don't roll around. There we go. There's the Santa Bugs that we built, replacing Santa Claus's head with Bugs Bunny. Of course. Who else? Who else? I'm sure there's like a Santa Bugs Funko out there. Definitely. Definitely. Is that light or dark grey? Light. I think a lot of the torso is just pure white, but thankfully the torso flappy bit of the mech will cover all that. We won't need to worry about it. Ooh, behind. What orientation? That one. There's one thing with YouTube. I quite like Twitch for that. And I won't be streaming back on Twitch anytime soon, I don't think. We're going to include one of each dependent on the accessory. No problem, Vaughn. May the bricks be with you. We'll keep that out. We'll probably need some more bricks. But the ability to scroll back is a blessing and a curse. You miss something or something exciting happens, you can scroll back. Sometimes it will just set you back and you'll miss out on something happening now. I'm torn between turning it off and turning it back on. But if you're ever wondering if you are watching it live or not, or you know, maybe the internet's cutting in and out and you're dropping behind, hit the live logo just below Bugs's belly button and it should make you live. It should go straight to the live viewing experience and will stop any sort of delay you might have in the stream, which is handy. But YouTube need to be telling people that themselves. No one really knows about it because no one's saying it. But now you know. This is Luke's torso. And I'm hoping the X-Wing wings... Yes, we build the X-Wing wings after this. And then for the Trooper arm, it's already white. I would like to tan it up. But I know those rounded off elements I don't have in any sort of tan, fleshy colour. I'm not sure they exist. So we can live with white as long as the hands are grey and we can add some sort of droid head on top. I think the droid in the show looks similar to the droid from Young Jedi Adventures. So we would get away. That's a nice belt. We went with brown. We don't have a grey one. The droid in the show reminds me of the Young Jedi Adventures droid. So I'm looking to add that head, maybe have it rotate as well. Sand blue. Nice colour. Colour of the Marauder. What have we got? Come on. I still don't know what I did with my tray. The grey tray I had for this very purpose, so that I could pour out these onto a tray and stop them falling onto the floor. That is the Bugs Bunny Santa. Yes. Used to be Bugs Bunny Jackson. Now Bugs Bunny Santa. And hopefully we see images of the Bugs Bunny. January's Bugs Bunny soon. What's my favourite X-Wing Lego has released? I haven't built the UCS version, and I haven't built any version before the 2012 version. I've built the 2012 version, all the recent ones, the mashup, the 2018. I've built all of them except for the UCS and the first one. My favourite is probably the mashup. I wasn't a fan of that Technic push to open the wings. It was good. It was really good. And if you like it, it's a great feature to have. I felt it was a little unnecessary, personally. I don't mind spreading the wings myself. And the same with the old rubber bands. Over time, they do wear down, whereas the Technic locks it into place and it's perfectly symmetrical, which is satisfying. I think it is the mashup pack. It also came with a TIE Fighter for the same price as a lot of the other X-Wings alone. It was a great set to pick up. And it'll be interesting to see how the New Year one goes for like 60 quid. We're expecting to get, because I think the mashup was 120 full price, reduced to 90 in the sale. I think it will be interesting for 60 quid. You really want the X-Wing that we got in the mashup. If it's too small and doesn't come with a tie, it might be a bit awkward. Bit awkward getting such a good tie and then ending up with one that isn't as good. We'll have to see what next year holds. But my favourite so far has been the mashup. I would tweak it a little bit, but that's the best build to base off, especially the body of the X-Wing. You could thin down the wings and the engine blocks on the side by getting rid of the removing wings. But the body, how that was built using those 2x2 modified plates to angle the nose of the X-Wing, perfect. The only thing I want to see in a Playscale X-Wing is the rubber Technic elements, the 1x2 beams, being able to hold the astromech. So you can just put R2 up through the back of the X-Wing and he's held there by the rubber pieces. Same thing that holds the latch in the Sith Infiltrator for Darth Maul. And also a similar piece that we've used time and time again to hold things in place. Why not an astromech? And the same goes for an N1 as well. I wouldn't mind seeing an N1 with a similar feature. 2x2x2x2 2x4s. Oh, I had this drawer out. This was the drawer I think I was missing from the last stream. Here it is. Do it. Thankfully I did know it. Thankfully I was right. Where? Right. Or plate, not bricks. If you haven't seen the X-Wing mech be built, because like I said, I bought this used, so I pulled it apart to clean it and never rebuilt it live. Because I had to wait for all the parts to dry and then probably built it not long afterwards. The back of this is held on with a little bit of Technic. Only those 2 pins and no, there's quite a few pins coming up. Right, that's the legs and the arms. We don't want those, we just want the wings. Oh wow, the wings really are the last thing. Oh no, before the arms, too far. Undo. Here we go, bag free for the rest of the wings. Got a few ball joints and also a few stud pins. Single stud pins. Let's see if we can find these bigger elements first. The wings are very important to this mech. Aha! Aha. None of them in white. Do I... Hang on a second. Do I still... We're going to need that. Do I still have Luke's mech built? Or could it be in here? I have a feeling it could be in here. Oh, knew it! I've only just parted it out. There we go. And the wings are out the side. So we don't need these. I like the way the wings are done for this. I would have loved to have seen something similar for... The Stormtrooper wasn't a pilot. So the Stormtrooper could have had a riot shield, sure, but not the sort of shield that would look like a TIE wing. Vader's bomber doesn't... We built a Vader bomber transformer, which was awesome. Check it out if you haven't. But for the smaller mech, it was a bit bigger than a mech because it transformed into the ship. Vader's bomber is harder to add to the ship. Even a TIE pilot, those TIE wings are huge. You might be able to get the design printed on the chest piece, but not in the way the X-Wing has it. Even like a clone pilot mech with the Arc 170, that's not going to look as good as the X-Wing. We've also got, what other ships here? We've had like Boba's mech, Slave 1. Did we add? I think we added the arms and legs of Boba's mech to the Microfighter Slave 1. That looked so cool. I hope I caught that on camera. And then there's a mech that I'm missing. Darth Maul's Infiltrator, again, very hard to add. We'd like to see a remake or update version of the 2018 X-Wing, but in the colours of the classic version. I would like to see remake sets. And the TIE Fighter, it would go so well next to a TIE Fighter with the classic black and blue. I can't believe over 25 years later and Lego haven't redone that at all. We've never, since they stopped it, we did get like 3 of them. But since they stopped it, we never got another blue TIE Fighter. That's like borderline criminal with all the TIE Fighters we get every year. We need a blue TIE Fighter and we need a classic X-Wing. It would have been perfect for the mashup, because they could have come through from an older universe like Jedi Bob and Solitos. No, they missed their opportunity. So close but so far, and we need 4 wings. Times 4. Everyone say it, times 4. Don't let me do anything otherwise. 4 of everything. 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Times 4. Remaking sets with old figures. Yeah, old figures wouldn't work. That would crash the prices. But they do own Bricklink. I don't think Lego get anything from Bricklink though. Unless they just see the prices. I don't think Bricklink takes a cut. I'd never signed anything to say Bricklink would get a cut unless you have to complete a purchase for it. Did I? I feel like I might have sold a few things on Bricklink and they never took a cut. Maybe I didn't. Maybe I didn't. That's a good thing we're not going through Bricklink. They must do. But even with new minifigures, getting classic sets, imagine getting a Darth Vader for... Because Darth Vader used to be for A New Hope. But with a TIE Fighter, we could get an A New Hope Darth Vader. I keep going on about it. I'm not going to apologise. We need an A New Hope Darth Vader. I need an A New Hope Darth... I have an A New Hope Darth Vader, but a Lego one wouldn't hurt. Minifigures is where Lego draw the line. Understandably so. I think even with the anniversary minifigures, the reason we didn't see any Phantom Menace ones or prequel trilogy or other yellow figures is because, first off, some of the figures aren't expensive. Some of the figures are really cheap. Pretty sure they get a cut. They must do. 3%, thank you. 3% of a purchase, which isn't terrible. It isn't terrible. It's good, actually, considering what some sites take. Well, saying in my throat there. Oh, 3%'s good. It's more than you'd get for a Lego idea set, and even then 1% of Lego's profit, because I said about it the other day, and with ideas 1% sounds bad, but you've also got to understand, if you try and sell it on something like Rebrickable, first off, you're not charging what the set costs. It's not going to be that expensive. A set is going to be worth more than instructions. Secondly, no toy company in the world has Lego's audience. Also, because there's no toy company in the world that sell, well, not a lot of them sell brick-built stuff. Very different audience, but no toy company in the world has Lego's exact audience. And even the biggest brick-built creators on the platform aren't going to have the audience Lego has. It's just not that big. You can't just stroll into a Master Moldy store. They don't exist. So they're doing all the hard work. They're even designing the sets for ideas, and you're just getting 1%. I know it's based off their design, which is why that percentage matters. But Lego do redesign ideas. They just take the idea. They take the idea and know what people want. Some of the idea sets, though, oh, they are solid. Where are these? Oh, there they are. Might not be the ones I saw earlier because they were buried, but that's good because it lets me know that there are even more if we need them. I don't think any of the mech parts do. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. The internet is never wrong unless you're watching a game show, which, by the way, my new pastime when I'm not building Lego is watching game shows just to correct them. Where are all the brackets? Hold on now. Because so many game shows use Google AI, and there's one in particular, I'm not going to call it out, you know, they do their best, but one in particular I was going through, and there was a round on birds. One of them, was it birds? I think it was birds. One of them used Google AI, and if you scroll, the annoying part is if you scroll down, the top Google question answer is usually the correct one. It's the AI that pulls from like a movie or something like that and isn't as accurate. But that's my new pastime, finding quiz shows that use an AI software to find the answers. Because, you know, they don't have time to look for all the answers. So they need some way to quicken the process, but usually they'll pay someone to do it and they'll have researchers. Whereas modern quiz shows just use AI, and it doesn't help. 3% is for Lego, the rest is for the seller. Yeah, the PayPal take another 3-4%. I don't think it's too different than that, unless they've updated it recently. And I think it's 3% plus. There's like a standard 30 pence, which ain't bad for bigger transactions. And then 2 length bars. All right. Where your 2 giveaway purchases shipped together with the ugly cat swag. Oh, nice. Hopefully the bricks and pieces ship soon. I'm still hoping the 8080, even though it said the 18th of November. Every single day up until the 18th of November, I will be checking my... It's good. It makes me check my emails. But I will be checking my emails to see if it shipped early. Especially after October's shipping so soon. See, a week is a bit generous, but anywhere up to a week early, I'm expecting that to ship. So scared for the AT-AT. I can't believe it went out of stock. By the time I got round to doing a video, or I don't even think I recorded much for the video. It was a lot clipped from the stream. By the time I got round to hitting post, it was already out of stock for a second time. And I don't know if it's come back in stock since and gone back out. But I assume if it does come back in stock, it will go out very quickly. We were so lucky. Right place, right people, right time. Alright. Alright. There are the wings for the X-Wing mech. I like having the engines on the bottom because they line up perfectly when shut. Which is something I'd stand here fiddling with for ages if that wasn't the case. And then for the left arm I said Stormtrooper. I didn't post saying I bought it, only that I wanted it. Oh, that was the day after. I did a video. Let me see if I can find what video. I think I mentioned it in the Christmas haul, which is only come out a week ago. So it must have been nearly a week later. Yeah, Christmas shopping and free Lego sets. I mentioned it at the end. That was it. I hid it away at the end of that video. By the way, nearly 500 views. Thank you for that. And the Krill House. Wait, 500. But if 20% of you are watching on a TV, 600. Thank you, 600 viewers. Likewise, the Krill House, 1.6. But if that's 20% on a TV, 1.8. Awesome. Back of my head, I'm just going to keep adding 20% every single time. I can't believe it. Can't believe TV doesn't count. That is nuts. Nuts, bolts and screws. Mega Bloks had a similar audience with Pirates, Halo and Dragons. Oh, Mega Bloks' Pirates was good. I like the Lego one. But I had a few of the Mega Bloks pirate sets, especially the building with a windmill. That was cool. I love that windmill. The unique elements, but they did it like Lego. They didn't create unique elements that they'd never use again. They were very handy. All right, left arm we want. Bag 3. The first one is the left arm. We want... Boba is the right arm, so that's going to be a grey arm. There we go, that's for Boba. Trooper is white. I think most of you could have guessed that the Stormtrooper arm was going to be white. Right, I think Vader and Maul's leg is grey. I'm going to get grey. Vader's might be black. I don't know if the black one existed with Vader. I feel like that only came out this year. Oh, come back. And then, where's my white arms? I don't think there's any in here. We'll have to use grey. At least they'll all look the same and it'll match up to the gloves. What do we need for the Trooper's arm? And how similar is it to Boba's? Imagine we could build it all with the same one. I never got any of the Halo Mega Bloks. But I'm surprised that sort of... I guess Halo can't have done... Well, I'm sure Halo did well enough for what it was at the time. But it can't have done too well to have not warranted other themes picking up similar video games. And I think with Star Wars, a lot of Halo fans were probably being somewhat satisfied with the Star Wars sets. Mega Bloks was a younger style of building. It was a little younger style of building. And all these joints are going to have the ball joint. What are they female ball joints? Female ball joints? Are they the same as, you know, screws and bolts? 2x3. Or are they like receiver and stuff like that? Oh, there's a mistake. There's a mistake in the Stormtrooper mech instructions. This element right here disappears for step 50 and then it's back by 51. It's not a bad mistake. I'm not going to contact Lego about it. If you're here, we know. An amalgamation mech. An amalgamation of everything. Why can't I? Why? Oh, there we go. Amalgamation mech from Halo. Is that right? Or is that... Is amalgamation its own thing? I don't remember. I never played Halo. So I don't know if it's its own universe or if it is from Halo. But it looks very Halo-esque. I don't know, the internet's not telling me, but it looks cool. I've seen a few Lego ones, such Lego amalgamation mech, and there's 3 different builds that I've got pop up. Looks pretty sweet. Pretty sweet. I see it. Aha. I think the good thing with a mech, despite the fact that, you know, for Visions, the actual mech is the character on the inside. Like we've built the minifigure mech suit, and now we're building the mech around the minifigure. So if I like how the colors clash, because we're going to have a colorful arm with quite dark legs, then I might not recolor it. But I do want to recolor it and see what it looks like as a somewhat accurate color scheme. Get some tan arms. We don't own a lot of the elements in tan. The arm joints don't exist yet, and we need some hinged elements for that. That'd be cool to see. Light grey. Wait, one light grey, one black. Suit yourself. One light grey, one black. Why not both of them light grey or both of them black? Supposed to keep the black layer. This is where I want the droid head to be. This piece right on the side. It sticks out so well. It's such a good droid head. And then what colour? We have white shoulders. No, we don't have the half brick. Do I own the half brick? They might be in another drawer. Oh, but it would look so cool. Lego, instead of using the half a semicircle, have used 2 round bricks. These ones with a Technic pin in the middle. And they've actually connected it with a Technic pin. Let's not forget that. Technic pin that is also down here. If I ever get a 3rd camera, I'll have to have like a draw cam. But when I'm hunting for pieces, I need a motion sensor on it as well. Where's the round 2x4s? Ooh, that sounds like a draw piece to me. Yeah. And a 1x1. I think this is another point where if this mech come out today, because this mech is what, 2-3 years old at least. We got Maul this year, Luke last year, so it's 3 years old. No, two and a half. 2.5 years old. We would have got a saucer on the end of that cone piece, because that would be the same size. And then we'd also have got, maybe we wouldn't have got the half semicircle. It wouldn't have fit on the top. That wouldn't be any good. Meant like the Star Wars mechs, choose a part from each. For example, this mech and the Stormtrooper arm, Darth Vader arm. You've read our mind. Swap Vader and Boba Fett, and that is exactly what we're doing. I haven't explained that too well, but what I wanted was a mech with Luke's torso, and I didn't want to just build Luke's torso because we've already built it so many times. So what we're doing in today's stream, after having built the Santa Bugs Bunny, there they are, is taking the torso. Let me read the list. We're taking the torso of Luke Skywalker's X-Wing. We're taking the left arm of the Stormtrooper, which will be going on said torso. Please fit. Yes. The whole stream really relied on that trooper arm having fit, and it does. And oh, the wings were bent in. It really fits. We've got the left arm of the Stormtrooper. This arm's going to be Boba Fett, and then we've got a Vader and Maul leg. I tell you what, because you guessed the stream without knowing it, let me know which leg should be Vader's. Left leg or right leg? And I'll go with that. Anyone having the Billy bookcases from IKEA? I almost ordered Billy's to go along this bit. I was going to get, I think it just fits 3.5. But the problem is it would come out 2 centimeters over the door. So I'd have to like shimmy. There's no way I can shimmy the door across. I'd have to like chip out one of the corners. So instead I went with these black units, which was slightly thinner. But I think when we move, Billy's is the way to go. Billy's are tried and tested. And they're cheap. IKEA furniture is so much cheaper than ordering the wood to make it. Even the wood to make it would cost you more than what IKEA sell it for. And IKEA does seem to be... I know Lego and IKEA have a little collab going, but Billy's do seem to be built for Lego. Some of the sets are perfect height. The UCS Death Star wouldn't fit in a Billy. 70. No, it might just fit. Because I think it's... Is it 79 centimeters tall, so it must be it must be 80 something wide, because the bottom's cut off. So for it to be a perfect circle, it'd have to be 80 odd centimeters, and I think Billy's only go up to like 80 something centimeters. Then I have to check that now. All right, Boba Fett's arm, Boba Fett's right arm. Do we do it coloured? Or do we switch up the colours? Oh, do we have... We did have that 2x2. No, it was a dark orange. Good for gingerbread. Make some 80/80 tracks with those. Oh, the Boba... Oh, the instructions are available. The Boba mech page is down. Come out at the same time as the Trooper. Can't believe it's down. Vader's legs should go with the Stormtrooper arm for consistency. That's smart. Yeah. All right, so left leg Vader, right leg Maul, because Maul and Boba are in a similar world where they're not Empire. One's a bounty hunter, one's trying to lead. They've both been given. They both come in as like the cowboy in a western. They both come in with that sort of role. They're just there to get the job done. And then they get given these godfather roles. Maul's head of the crime syndicate. Boba's now taking on Mos Espa. Potentially Tatooine. Very curious if 2 Billy extensions on top, if it's still okay to leave the UCS Star Destroyer on top. I think as long as they're secured down, the one thing I'd say with the UCS set, I know how fragile UCS sets are, just from word of mouth, I would secure the Billies with like a metal bracket. Obviously, if it's going to fall, it's going to fall. There's nothing we can do about it. UCS sets have a tendency to jump off higher places onto the floor. It's like the smart brick, except for it's the unsmart brick. One of the bricks in a UCS set, Lego Curse, with a curse of falling. Genuinely, I don't know if I'm joking. That's something that I wouldn't put past Lego. The UCS sets just like to jump. Bit too much. Does the character have a blaster? I guess I'm going to have to watch the episode to find out if the character does have a blaster. But we are bang on with the ball joint. It's a good thing I didn't do the hand because it's a dark grey. I don't think I'd have gone with black. I might have gone with light grey though. Similar to the Stormtrooper arm. Love us some sand green. Do the feet have ball joints? Am I remembering that correctly? So if you put a smart brick in every UCS set, oh, it balances out. Yes, and then it's okay. They land on their feet like cats. That would be awesome. I don't know what would be more worrying though. I feel like if I was to just walk through that door and the UCS Slave one was on the floor standing up straight, I think I would be walking straight back out. I think that's quite spooky. Yeah, that would be amazing if it fell on its feet. If I caught that on camera, I'd want the Slave one to start falling. I don't know what would push it. Maybe the ATST gives it a boot. It starts falling, does a flip, and lands on the floor. Slow motion, the whole thing. That's awesome. Someone edit it. Also, Maul and Boba are secondary characters. Yeah, that works. Ooh. Oh no, this isn't. I thought this was the element I used on my mouth. I used the white one. There we are. And a slope to match. This would be a lot easier to find if I hadn't covered it with red slopes earlier in the stream. Of course I did. Also though, should we be building a white version of this? The Stormtrooper works. I don't think we need to colour that one white. Maybe we can change the black to dark bluish grey. I think I'm going to do the same. I'm going to colour one of the arms white and decide if I need to do so with a leg as well. Do you have any more slopes? Yeah. This is where we find out how many of these elements exist in all the different colours. So, more joints. Let's bring back the drawers. Easier than finding a million of them. And then grey. I feel like the Stormtrooper works. Maybe if we colour change it all, we'll wanna switch it up. Double heart attack. The first heart attack is seeing it's not where it should be. The second heart attack is the Star Destroyer face on with you, slowly crawling across the floor towards you. Nightmare material, that is. There we are. There's a white Boba arm. Why haven't we built a prototype Boba mech? Oh, that's a must build. Or, better yet, a droid's Boba mech. Someone write this down. I've got work to do. No rest for me over Christmas. Oh, there's an excuse to build Boba again. We get any character remotely close to Boba, and I'm going to have to rebuild them. Oh, we're missing Luke's mech tile. 2x2 red Rebel logo, not the blue one from Hoth. Oh, the first one was the Imperial, then an eye, then the blue one, then an eye, then a swirly eye. All right, one way to find it. There's a cake. There's Not many left. There's a Yoshi egg. There's another Yoshi egg. That's an eye. And last but not least is a shiny eye. I bet it's in that drawer. We could go with cake though. That sounds nice. Right, in you go. Is it a squared off tile? Could it be? Yes, must keep a light on, otherwise it will weeping angels now. They only stay still when they're looked at. I can't turn. What do we have? What do we have in the square bag? Pizza. We have a skull. I think that's like a Ninjago or an old theme. Magazine. Pizza. Pizza. There should be like a trooper one in here. Oh! Oh, this is good. This is the space one. What I might do is tile it off white. As it's not Luke, it's not Vader, it's not Maul. I might just put a 2x2. Oh, this is one that we took off the legs earlier. And I'll detail that depending on what the arms look like. Let's get some thumbs. So grey gloves. What do we go with? Dark grey. Oh, Boba wants light and we want dark to match the rest of the colour. 1x3. One light, one dark. I can't believe we haven't done Droids Boba, Proto Boba, none of them. Not even like we've rebuilt Boba, to be fair. That's... Oh, we got the flamethrower for Boba. Might as well equip it with a flamethrower. I think Visions with a flamethrower is a bit overpowered in the anime art style. You imagine the havoc caused. And then brown and red. Boba's arm has a one, but I'm sure half of you have built it, but for those of you that might not have, or built it a long time ago, these are both brown. These are definitely brown elements. And then there's a dark red next door. Oh, let's get a white as well. Dark red. I'm not here to question, I'm just here to build. Maybe an angled one would look good over the thumb. But brown and dark red, not colours that you'd usually switch up. Look good on Boba. Maybe it's because of... Even with the red gauntlets, is it rusted? A rusted red? Why isn't that a dark red 1x2? There's the flamethrower. I think we'll include this on the... Because it's a mech, we get away with flamethrowers or buzzsaws or really any element we want. X-Wing wings on a mech. Yeah, the lines are across the clips, so I don't know if it makes a difference. And then we add the blaster. We won't be given this mecha blaster just because they're flying through space. Maybe they will need a blaster. But here's the Boba arm done. I really like the accessories on the left arm. Not as much the top bit of the arm, but especially the droid. Oh, we forgot the fingers. We forgot the light grey fingers. Good thing we noticed. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah. Or the 2 arms, not 6 fingers. Could you imagine a mech with 6 fingers? That's dual wielding blasters, sabers. Could probably even get 3 sabers if they're that skilled. After all, it's more machine than man. Maybe the X-Wing wings should be open now we've got arms. That way they can be seen and support the body. So we said, let me just double check, Vader's leg should go with the Stormtrooper. That means Vader's left leg is needed. This one we do have the parts for white because we did go back and unlike prototype Boba Fett, we did make a white Darth Vader. Ah, what joint is this? Left leg. It's always the left one first, which is handy to know. So we can make a white Vader leg, and then the boots will probably be grey. Make sure we're not mixing those up. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. Leg, 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 and I think the Stormtrooper arms are really good. We're not going to need to switch that out for anything. Same with the X-Wing body. I don't think we need to modify the X-Wing body. Ooh. So we'll put Maul's legs aside for now. Oh no, I've already confused it. Wait. Yes. And the left leg is this one. We'll put Maul's legs aside for now, otherwise that will happen tenfold. And Vader's will be the left one. White Vader will be the right one. I think White Vader's the one that I've still got built, not Luke. When we built White Vader, we did keep the colours present just to stop it being too monochrome, and it looked really nice. So I'm going to do the same here. I don't know what we'll do for Maul because Boba was just a block of white. So if we can get some colour through Maul's leg and we've got the grey boots, that would be handy. Could take this a step further and add Grievous style arms. I want to make a Grievous mech. I really want to make a Grievous mech, and I've got a video coming up that will help with that. The Grievous mech. I think we need Grievous as well as countless other. We said about Count Dooku in the last stream. Add Grievous to that because I'm very happy to have a Grievous from the Windu Speeder. That's probably one of the cheapest sets Grievous has been made available in. But that was quite some time ago now. It's been a while. That was 20-something teen, and if the year ended in a teen, that was a long time ago. In a galaxy not so far away. This is grey. So rather than a dark grey, we'll add a bit of definition here as well. Dark grey is a bit too high contrast against the white, but a light grey fits in nice. And slope time. Maul doesn't need red, surely. What we could even do is add... Whoa, I've lost my trail of thought. What we could do is add 1,000,000 legs and make this thing tower. How many mechs does it take to trip itself up? Like, if we keep adding legs and legs, how many mechs would it take for it to buckle under its own pressure? We'd have to add the arms on as well, so I feel like it'd only be 3 mechs. I don't feel like they'd be able to sustain much weight. So that's a question I want answered. There. And Grievous would be really easy to do with a similar technique because you could have two arms under these two ball joints. What I would want is, like the Grievous figure, a ball joint on the back of one of the arms so that one arm moves, the other one moves with it. Feet. And then that really complicated piece. What did we do for the white one? We have tan. Oh, wait. Is that a white one? Or how close do they get? All right. I think I know what we can do. With 3 double cheese floats and a single, because we can't use 2 doubles, they'd clash. Yeah, 2 doubles would definitely clash. But 2 singles get away with it. Even 2 singles feel like they cover it up a bit too much. What would be bigger? I think the thigh would be the bigger joint. So I'm going to let the thigh cover it up. And then, yeah, we'll add a bit of definition. There we go. That'll work. An easy re-release as well if they want to get White Vader back out anytime. So Vader's leg will go on the main mech. The legs are simple enough that we definitely need the boot with the same mech. So let's skip ahead to Vader's shoe. And we do want to make 2. Cheese, yes! Cheese in the chat. Right. Those elements I said we wouldn't need, we need 1 of each. 1 black, 1 white. Let's have a look. Because grey would be the base. No, yes, grey is the base, yes. Wait. And another dark red. Really, Lego? They couldn't have told us before I put them away. Thankfully, they're just there. No piece is too far. There we are. The almighty cheese, yes. What we've got in here. 1 white, 1 black. We're not going to have a white one for Maul, but we do have a light grey one. Or, oh, I keep forgetting about the desk cab. Do we go dark grey? Because it matches. That'll look good. Yeah, I've gone with black for Vader's original foot, but no, they use dark grey. Keep it accurate to the manual now. Don't get too distracted. And the good old 1x5. We're going to need that for more. So, how's that stand? Just like so. Not done with it yet. Need some single studs. Which is very funny how they add. I know Boba and Maul both have little teeth on their boots. But how we have little toes. Well, these are like thrusters on the back. Maybe that's exactly what they're for. Propelling the boots. Like a rocket boot. Who is it that has the rocket boot? Is it Iron Man? That has the scene where he uses his shoe to like knee someone in the head. That sounds brutal. He knees someone's face, but he uses the rocket boot. I feel like that's such an Iron Man move. I'm trying to think when that would be. That might be when he's lost some of his suit and he's having to move it around. That was a cool scene. And then more slopes. Oh wait, 1x5s. If we're using white, substitute it with. If you don't have any 1x5s, personally, I like to keep my 1x5s. Oh, that's the wrong colour. They're not too common in Lego's arsenal just yet. I tend to switch it up for a 2x3 and a 2x2. And underneath, what that looks like is 2x2 covering this gap and a 2x3 across there. There we go. We've just saved our 2 1x5s to fight another day. I have both black and white, and I think grey. There's a few grey ones. But if I ever need them in a different colour, I'll be taking from those ones. And then we got, ooh, now. Because I've got the opposites of these, do I have more white? We're building the instructions as are, but I'm mocking out these recolours. Oh, but grey. Oh yes, the grey. How could I forget? No, you know what? I think it's worth it. What we'll do is we'll swap that 1x2 in grey, the one I've just built in. I'm going to swap that with a white one. Did we have a white back to the shoe? Oh, that's at the desk. The reason I'm swapping it out with white is I don't have a lot of the over slopes. So instead of sloping over, I'm going to slope under. It gets the exact same thing across. We've just had to swap out a colour, get a 1x2 tile on top as well. Like that. There we go. And then we could even swap out. I think this is going to hold the same plates as before, but you could swap it out for a 2x4. Could also swap it out for the 1x5s. One leg to go for our Visions mock. And that is Darth Maul's right leg, right? Darth Maul's right leg is the second build, left side first, which normally you'd go like right arm, left arm, right. I'd have started with the right, but I think it gets to the same place and then they build the foot. Is it not the same foot? Huh. It might not be the same foot. I don't think the feet were built differently. Oh. Kept them out. I think the feet were built the same. Has anyone else got the Maul mech to hand to check if the Maul feet are built differently? Because that'd be the only reason I see they'd put the instructions separate. Otherwise, it's just a ×2. I don't know why they've done that. Oh wait, we don't want 2 black, we want a white. Are we whitening the legs? Oh, I said about the grey boots as well. Oh, you know what? X-Wings are white. I got too excited and forgot. Completely. All black? Yeah. Oh, Maul's legs are black as well. Oops. Shiny metal slope. Which one? That one. Been a while since I built Maul. If you haven't seen the original building of Maul, check it out because we had a spider butt and 4 more legs to represent the Darth Maul from the Clone Wars. That would have been a great set. I would have happily paid more for Maul that looked like that. Especially if it came with like another Clone Wars Maul, because this one did come with a Clone Wars Maul, but it was the most recent one that we got. And I think a lot of people, more people have that Maul than the original. I know the original's worth more. It's not too popular a character as well, is it? That sort of Maul. I don't want to hurt the value of the old ones, but I do think the collectors that are picking up the older style of figures aren't interested in, well, they're interested in the newer designs, but that's not why they're buying the character. They're picking up the character because it's a rarer, older figure. I think they would still hold up, there'd be some concerns upon its announcement. For sure, that's understandable. But I think it would hold up compared to a modern version of the figure. Same with Revan. If we got a new Revan figure, yes, casual fans would be less interested in purchasing Revan. But someone that's worth hundreds, I think if you're going to spend that, you're going to spend it regardless. Otherwise, you'd go for like a £30 custom. That's the way my mind works. If I was spending that much anyway, I'd probably spend it on a few custom minifigures than one official Lego. Oh, if we had a light grey lower leg, that'd be perfect. Oh, bluish grey. On the inside, I think the inside's got to be the back. No, front. The front of the leg. No, back. What's that saying? Back of the leg. No. The inside. This part is the back. And this part is the front. That's what I'm getting at. Everyone's long confused. Come on, out you come. Hey. If we do get more, I don't think we're rumoured to get a mech. Oh no, we got the Shock Trooper in January. That's why I'm not thinking of any others. I think the Shock Trooper's the only mech we're rumoured to be getting at the minute. And I don't know what other mech we could get from start. Like there's no characters that spring to mind as, oh yes, we need a mech of that character. I feel like any character is up for grabs. But there is a chance that we only get one a year, as we have the last. Maybe getting one in January is good, because it means we could get one in August as a cheap set alongside the hundreds of pounds. We need to stop getting like £300 sets in a wave. I guess the gift with purchases are ripe and Lego have to give out less of them. Wait, is it a big one? Oh, it's a little one. Where they gone? Especially at May. May, if any time. May is perfect for those 3 expensive sets. But we already get a UCS set, 1 decently sized play set, and then possibly like a buildable character. I guess May does. I think Star Wars are just getting so many sets. That's why we're seeing them retire so quickly. Because they need to keep making space for the next ones. Especially in toy stores. Toy stores are retiring Star Wars sets after sometimes as quickly as 6 months. Just to make room for the next wave. Well, a white Darth Maul would look awesome. Just based off the leg of the mech. Oh wait. Have I missed? No? No, I haven't missed anything. But there's empty studs there. Okay. Okay, I see. I see how it is. I don't agree with it. I don't like it. But I accept it. One of the best Lando quotes to have come out of this. One of the best quotes to have come out of the Solo movie. From Lando. Making a deal with the Falcon, with Beckett, before they board the Falcon. It's a good movie, Lando. Lando hasn't come out yet. Lando is hopefully going to be a good movie, or series. We have no idea, no information on it yet, but Solo is quite a good movie. I will say that. I'll say that on the internet. Not only I think is it a good movie, but it's a movie I've rewatched countless times. You could probably count them. I haven't, but I like the speeder scene. Right at the start, the speeder scene's one of the best scenes in it. And that's nothing against the movie. It's a good movie. But the speeder chase, I think it's one of the best speeder chase scenes we've got. We don't get many speeder chase scenes. Clone Wars had a few that ended quite quickly. Oh, wrong colour. Clone Wars had a load of speeder chase scenes. And even Attack of the Clones had a pretty good speeder chase with Zam Wessel. But they don't come close. I think Solo speeder chase felt the closest to reality. It felt real. It felt the realest out of them all. And that's what sort of brings it down to earth. The fact that it could have happened. Could have happened anywhere. It's your typical car chase scene. Oh, dark grey might be the other drawer. Yes. And a tan. Do we need any other 2x2s? No, not even 1x5s. What? No 1x5s included. 1x5 sold separately. All right, tan for Maul's leg, and we're just going to go with white for the other one because we want to match it up to this foot where we've gone from dark bluish grey to white. That's the white Vader leg. That's white Maul. And like I say, no 1x5s. We've got 2x4s. These stick out one though. Same reason as the 2x3s. We get a little hill. Rocket boosted hill for sure. We know Darth Maul likes his rocket boosters. I think Grievous, Maul, even Boba in a mech. I know Boba's got the Mando suit of armor, but even in a mech is a scary thought. Hello there, Rebecca. We've just built Santa Claus Bugs Bunny. We'll take a look again before the stream is out. And we're just piecing together the final parts of our Abomination mech. Not Abomination. What was the word used? It wasn't Abomination. I can't remember what it is now. Oh, wait. Amalgamation. That's the one. Thank you. Amalgamation. Amalgamation mech is consisting of Luke's torso, the Stormtrooper left arm, Boba's right arm, Vader's left leg, and we're just finishing up on Maul's right leg. And then I've also built recolors of each because this mech is built to represent the Visions Volume 3 X-Wing mech, X-Wing suit. You might have seen at the end of the Volume 3 trailer, for any of you that have seen it, there's the person like riding the droid, holding onto the droid that then transforms into an X-Wing mech. This is what that mech would look like. We have coloured Maul's, Vader's leg and Boba's arm into white. And really, the mech, all you needed was Luke's torso. And you could run with there. So we've gone a bit out of our way to create an amalgamation mech. Worth it. Worth it for sure. Final 2 pieces. That's flown by. Oh, wait. What are we missing? Oh, you. Let's make sure we've got no hidden drawers for tomorrow's videos. Been there, done that. One big one. And the 2 pieces we are missing are the 2x2 slopes, which are easy enough to get. Alternatively, if you don't have any 2x2 slopes, you can use, because we've got the 2x2 slopes that come into a point, which will reveal some of the toe, a bit like this blue one here. You can use 1x2 versions for each side. Dare I say these 2x2s are more common than the 1x1s. And for some sets like Ahsoka Starship, we get some of the 1x1s, they only give us one angle. What colour? Black. A black point. Ooh. Oh, there we go. The final piece. Well, I guess the final piece is piecing it together. Quite satisfying. You know desks, oh, where did you go? You know some desks have a hole around here for monitors to stick through. That's the perfect Lego building desk. Should make an extra large mech. We haven't made an Ninjago scale mech. I really want to pick up an Ninjago mech and turn that into Star Wars. I've seen some really good builds out there. And Clone Shock Trooper, maybe we make a Commander Fox mech. Commander Fox is a lot of red, like Kai from Ninjago, and it'd give me an excuse to pick up a giant Kai mech. Oh, maybe for 15 years in Ninjago, I'll treat myself to a massive mech. But actually, Fox would look really good in a mech. Then we could fix up the whole torso printing and leg printing. That monitor hole would be perfect to put like a tub underneath and then just slide the Lego into. So it works for wires, but it also works for Lego. Anyway, this is the mech complete. So there's our amalgamation mech. We've got a little bit of Luke in the torso, Stormtrooper arm, Boba Fett arm with flamethrower, Vader's left leg, Maul's right leg. But because the character is mostly white, a few fleshy skin parts that the elements just don't exist, we have also built recolors for Boba's right arm, Maul's right leg, and Vader's left leg, which we have previously built the white Vader. And there we have our Visions Volume 3 X-Wing amalgamation mech, all in white. The trooper arm definitely stands out. Should we rebuild the trooper arm with a grey undertone? Or do we think that works? I think sand blue could have also been a nice colour. I like the sand blue of the torso, the red of Vader's leg. Maul's got quite a bit of grey going on at the bottom. The trooper arm black does work. I think it's just a sharp contrast that it throws you off at the start. And this is the piece of resistance indeed. Thank you. I really like the way this mech looks. I'm going to keep the extra body parts in case we can add those to the Shock Trooper mech. That's something that they only tell you with Marvel. You can mix and match all of these mechs. If you have even an old, I think Thor's rumoured to be getting, is it Thor or Iron Man? One of them are rumoured to be getting another mech, and we've already had a mech for them. You can get one of their old mechs and switch it up with even Star Wars. I like the way the torsos are done for some of those. Let's take one last look. Might finish this a little bit early today, as we've already built the Bugs Bunny Santa Claus R. This is, first off, adorable, the Santa suit. I don't know what it is about it. Maybe it's the lack of printing and like the smaller belt buckle, the little button. Really like that. All brick built. You can kind of see the bricks stand out from the torso. Has to be done. Has to be done. And if you do want to know how that's built, check out earlier on in the stream. Bugs Bunny's ears are able to move, look a bit like Grogu there with their ears out. That's the next one. Next time we're going to have to take our little Grogu and give him a Bugs Bunny head. That is the scale of the baby astronaut to our Bugs Bunny. I'd love a big figure Bugs. Can't wait for the next set. January 2026. And then we also have our amalgamation mech. Let's get a bit more light. Amalgamation mech made of every single Lego Star Wars mech currently in existence. And did we Did we forget something? Oh, we won't look at that. We forgot a 3x3 on the back with the engines. There we go. Perfect. Perfectly built. Stay tuned. The white on the camera never works, does it? The exposure is our enemy. Gonna get the big Santa, but you got the sleigh instead. Oh, the sleigh with the reindeers. That is how much? That would be a great set to like perch in the top of your actual Christmas tree. That'd be great. And you have to get 2 sets to get the full reindeers. Maybe they're on Pick a Brick online. Maybe you can order the reindeers. I'd want the full set and just wrap it around the top of the tree. Or better yet, get some wire, have it hanging over the top. You got to have the angel on top though. But that is all for today's stream. Thank you so much for watching for the past 2.5 hours. Discussed a lot of the new sets coming out. And this is the final build stream of October. We are still going to continue streaming into November. But don't forget to come back Thursday for Ewok Hunt on Halloween's Games Night, 30th of October, 7 p.m. BST. And we'll be building throughout November up to the December break. That's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 streams. You can count it on your fingers. 10 streams left up until Christmas. Crazy. Every Saturday and Monday, 7 p.m. BST up until December. But thank you so much for watching. Moonshoes, may the bricks be with you. Darkstar, may the bricks be with you. Rebecca, may the bricks be with you. Bevel, may the bricks be with you. And everyone else, may the bricks be with you always.